Hello, hello, hello. It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time. Welcome to the Becoming Iconic with Cheryl Pullins, the daily show. This is the show where we help multi passionate women shine their brightest light, share their message, and serve more people by going from generic to iconic. Be sure to join us in the Build Your Iconic Personal Brand community on Facebook. So, today's show, a lot of times I'm thinking, okay, what am I gonna talk about on the show? I don't always like have it all mapped out days in advance. Not always. Sometimes I like to just go with the flow. And so today I decided to go with the flow. And I had also have been, I think I've been really like heavy, if you will. So I was like, what content could I do today that, could give us some breathing space? So today's content, what I'm talking about today is I got a lot of questions about all the different tools that I use because I use a lot of different tools. But I'm kind of a tech gadget geek, if you will. And so I'm always using some new app, some new platform, some new something. At a minimum, I'm testing it out and I'm trying it. So today I want to give you 10. This is gold, you guys. This is gold. I'm telling you. I'm going to give you 10 of my top brand success tools. So get your pen, get your paper, get your note taking app, whatever you got to do. You don't want to miss this. Now, right here would be a good spot for me to have a little promo to play. It'll happen. One thing at a time. I just felt that. I was like, this would be a perfect spot for a little quick promo. Nothing long. So, hello, Verna. Hello, Velma. Good to see you. Thank you so much for watching. So let's jump into these 10 brand success tools. Now, I'm not going to do a lot of commentary because 10 is a lot. Some of them are going to be pretty self explanatory. Some you may have already heard of before. Yada, yada, yada. All right. So, the first brand success tool. Good morning, Javon. How are you? And also, if you would share this out, share the link, share the love. If you would share this out, I would be appreciative for you doing that. And then you can help other people have some brand success with their tools too, by using these tools too. All right. So, my first brand success tool secret. The first one is called Focus Mate. Focus Mate. Focusmate.com. Focusmate.com is a very interesting platform. You can use it for free and it helps with productivity, but it helps in a very interesting way. Very interesting way. So you go to the website, you schedule time on the calendar. You get 50 minutes, 50 minutes where you and another person quasi work together without working together. So you sign up, you schedule the time on your calendar. Somebody might come, a lot of times someone will come along. They'll match up on the time with you, and then you guys will show up at that time. You exchange some pleasantries, and then this is where it gets interesting. Then you mute your microphone. You're not supposed to turn off your camera or pause it, but some people do, but whatever. That's not the point of it, really. Then you spend the next 50 minutes or however much time you have left after you exchange pleasantries to focus on one project. Because at the beginning, you and the person you exchange what you're going to be working on during that time. So this gives you a few things here. It gives you it gives you a commitment because you put it on your calendar. You make it so you're making a commitment with yourself. 2, you have accountability because now there's another person involved, total stranger, by the way. You have no idea who they are. You don't know where they are. You don't know, I have been a focus mate with people all over the world, literally. So that makes it a little fascinating. So then you get this focus time. And then when you're done, you come back on, you say, hey, I was able to do X, 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 that accountability again, right there, and you're done. So you've taken a whole 50 minutes, and 50 minutes of focus time is good time. So you've taken 50 minutes to work on one project. And you could do that for free, I think like 3 times a week, I think, for free. For free. So all those projects you're saying, I can't get to, I don't have time, blah, 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 blah. FocusMate allows you to schedule that and to get it done. FocusMate. Thank you for putting that in the, yes, focusmate.com. Thank you, Javon. All right. So my next brand success tool. Now, this one, I like it because I still love handwritten cards. I still love handwritten notes. I love sending them. But this tool makes it easier, and it's called Send Out Cards. And some of you may be familiar with it, some of you might not. But I like to use Send Out Cards when I get a new client. I like to send them a welcome, and I send them a card, and the card is branded to my brand. It has a picture of me, has my logo, it's really cool. And I was using it before, and then I kind of slacked off from it. And then I went back to using it, and I really enjoy it because I also like sending random cards to people that may be inspiring me from a distance, or, I just want to say, hey, good job. I see you, because people want to feel valued. So I take a few moments, and a lot of times I haven't been doing this, and I need to really get back into it. A lot of times I keep note cards around. I just grab a few note cards, and I used to do it every week. I used to send out at least 1 to 3 handwritten notes. I have totally gotten away from that, but it's such a wonderful process. But with Send Out Cards, you could pretty much do the same. As long as you have the person's address and all of that, you can send cards out to people that you want to show appreciation to. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be current clients, it could be potential clients. It could be any of those. Okay. So sendoutcards.com. They mail it for you. All of that. You just sit down, create it, boom, it's out. Okay. There are a few other ways to do that too, but that's one of the ways I use. All right. So my third brand success tool. This is one of my favorites. Not only do I use the tool, I've been using the tool for quite some time. And I was one of the early adopters to using it as a service-based business because it was really originally designed for people in direct sales. But I started off by telling you I'm a tech girl, right? So I like tech, I like tools, I like gadgets, all that. So when I ran across this tool, I was like, this is the coolest thing since sliced bread. And even though it was for direct sales, it worked very well in my business. And it's called Cinch Share. Cinch. Pinch with a C. Cinch Share. Cinchshare.com. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I'm going to put all of those, I'm going to list them in, I'm probably going to list them in the Build Your Iconic Personal Brand community and and there's a link in this post to go into the community because I try not to play with the Facebook algorithm too much. And if I put too many links in the description that are going outside of Facebook, they're not going to like that. And this video is not going to get reach, which is why I need you lovely darlings to share it out. So make sure you go into the Build Your Iconic Personal Brand community. I'm going to put all the links in there. Okay. All of them. I would say that I'll do a PDF, stuff like that. I want to put those links in a post in the community. So make sure you go in there. Don't forget, you got to answer the questions in order to get in. All right. So let's see who we have here. Let's see what's going on, because you guys are in here. Let's say hello, Angela. How are you? Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning, Eureka Maria. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Candice. She says, I love handwritten notes as well. Yes, I do. I love them. Love them. I love receiving them in the mail as well. Verna says, I send handwritten letters to my children and grandchildren. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful. Liz Everett, my brand bestie and all the things. SendShare.com. You are the bomb. Thank you for putting that there. Thank you. Let's see. Brenda. Hello, Brenda. Good to see you, Queen. Oh, I appreciate you. That's so awesome. Thank you so much. Yep, it's good to see you too, Angela. Okay, so let's keep the party going. SendShare. SendShare is a scheduler. You can schedule your social media posts. And I'm not just talking about on Facebook. You can schedule on your Facebook personal profile, which is unheard of. You know, Facebook doesn't like you scheduling too much to your personal profile, but with SendShare, you can. You can. The only thing you have to do with them is, and you have to do the same thing with Instagram, because you can schedule to Instagram as well. You're going to get a notification on your phone. You have to open the app. Then you have to say you're posting it either to your feed or to your story. You can schedule posts to your stories. That is hot, right? Then it copies the text. It's really simple. Boom, boom, boom. Click, click, click. You got to copy the text and you just paste it in, and then you just hit post. That's it. But you can schedule to your personal profile. That you're going to get a notification. You can schedule to your business page. That happens automatically. You won't get a notification on that. You can schedule to your groups. Now, I know that Facebook has its own inherent scheduler. I know that. But I just think it's amazing to be able to open up browser, schedule things to every place you want it to go and be done with it. Unless you're scheduling to your personal profile or Instagram, you still, once you get the notification, you got to take some action. But still, you could do that from anywhere in the world, right? Especially when we get back to traveling. Okay. So your Facebook personal profile, your Facebook business page, your Facebook group, events, you can schedule to events. How cool is that? And also, I learned from SendShare how to run trainings in an event by scheduling the posts. Get out of here. Get out of here. What? Okay. So if you sit down and plan this stuff out, you could be omnipresent. I call it, socially omnipresent, right? You could be socially omnipresent with all of this happening by just using one scheduler. You can schedule to Instagram. You can schedule to LinkedIn. I'm almost sure LinkedIn is on there. I just don't use it that much, but I think it is. I can't remember. But those are all the places. You can schedule to Twitter. All of these different places you can schedule and have a presence on. I don't hang out per se a lot on Instagram, but I do schedule and post over there. Okay. I hang out on Facebook because that has the most traction for me. It gets me the most action, the most activity, and it's been very helpful in me building my brand. All right. So I can hang out talking about ScentShare for the whole time, but I'm not going to do that. All right. So, money maker. You want to make some money? You want to make some money without having to throw up a website? Maybe. You want to make some money without, having to do a whole lot of tech? It's doable. And it's on using a website called Gumroad. Gumroad, like chewing gum. It's called Gumroad. Gumroad. You can upload a PDF. You can upload a like audio. You can upload files. You can upload all of that. And I think you can offer services as well. Like if you offer a service and you're chomping at the bit and you don't have a website and all the things, right? You can use Gumroad. Now, here's the deal with Gumroad. Now, what you notice going in, if you decide you want to try it out, you're not going to get your money really fast. I think and I use it very rarely. I have one product on there. It's a workbook. Eventually, I'm going to take it down because I took my website down, guys. I took my website down. This is some scary stuff. I took my website down. I'm kind of rebuilding things. I'm in like a rebuild. It's not a rebrand. It's a rebuild. There's a difference. So I'm rebuilding what I've built for the last 10 years in the kind of a hodgepodge way. Now, hodgepodge is over. We going all in. We got to have all the things, and it has to be right because I have a program coming out in the fall. My offerings have shifted and changed. So there are things happening. So I took my website down. So I need a place to sell stuff right now. If I'm selling a workbook or something like that, Gumroad would be the place that I would do it. All right. So gumroad.com, check it out, give it a look. There are a few other websites that you can use, but that one is really easy, simple. You can have a product uploaded there in 5 minutes. Seriously. But you ain't going to get your money. I think they pay out the following week, I think it is. So, you get your money. You just don't get it really fast. All right. And there are probably ways you can hack that. I know there are ways you can hack that if you want to. All right. So that was number 4, Gumroad, gumroad.com. Number 5 is my baby. Y'all know what my baby is, right? Canva, canva.com. It's Canva, no S, not canvas, Canva, canva.com. Now, I consider myself a graphic design enthusiast, not a graphic designer, a graphic design enthusiast, because I love graphic design. It is a creative outlet for me, but it is purely hobby potential. Because I don't want to pay for it, because as soon as I make it something that people have to pay for, I'm not going to like doing it. And I know that already. So I do it. I use it to create all my graphics. And Lord, speaking of graphics, what is going on here? My overlay. What you say? There we go. Just dawned on me. My overlays were missing. But this overlay I designed myself. So someone commented with a message someone made a comment the other day on one of my posts, and she says, "Who makes your lower thirds?" And this is a lower third. If you don't know what lower third is, let me see if I can angle it. This thing right here. This thing right here is called a lower third, where my name is, and that's called a lower third. And she says, "Who designed your lower third?" I said, "I designed it myself. I designed myself." So I love and I did all of it right in Canva. This over here. Let me see if I get it. This over there. I did that in Canva as well. And I mean, fortunately for me, I have a very creative eye, and that perfectionism spirit. It works to my advantage a little bit when I'm working on these little design pieces here. So I absolutely love Canva. There's a free version, there's a pro version. I use the pro version because it just makes my life easy, and that $12 a month is worth it. It's $12.95, I think, a month, or it's paying a graphic designer 50, 60, 70, $80, $100 every time I need something like a flyer or something like that. So that $12.95 is worth the investment. Also, I have a Canva course. One of my friends was after me for years about creating a course for Canva, and I was like, yeah. Well, I did. So I do have a course, and I'll put that link in. So if you want to grab it, you can. And right now, thanks to the pandemic, it is a pay what you can situation. So I'll make sure I put that link in there for it. I should have had the link earlier, but sometimes, it is what it is. All right. So my next tool that I love and I use a lot because it makes my life easier is called Acuity Scheduling. Acuity Scheduling. Acuity allows me to offer people ways to schedule appointments with me without a whole lot of back and forth. We got to email back and forth. Oh, what time are you available? What time? Blah, blah. No. They get the link. They open the link. Whatever my availability is, they schedule based on that. It shows up on I use Google Calendars primarily. So, and it integrates with Google Calendars, and it has a two-way integration. Okay. A lot of the tools don't have two-way integration, means that appointment shows up on your calendar, but also the things on your calendar block off your availability in the tool. That's what that means. Acuity is $10 a month. It is worth it. It's worth it. You don't have to do a whole lot of back and forth. And especially if you're a coach and you are meeting with clients, it's a great way for your clients to be able to schedule their time. And the only time they can schedule is the time that you make available. Okay. It's not like a free for all. Like when you look at my scheduler, there are no Mondays available and there are no Fridays available. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I have varying times in there. All right. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm tracking. I hear a lot of techies like Canva. Yes, yeah, we love Canva because it's easy, it's simple. Javon says, I need to learn how to work Canva. I hear great things about it. Yes, Javon, you do. You really, really do. How do I spell acuity is probably what you're asking. So let me tell you, because I don't want to tell you wrong. I think I know it. But let me just double check here. And yeah, it's hold on 1 second. Really? Seriously, guys? You're showing me everything else except like okay, I'm gonna look different. I just want to make sure. I think there's a C in it, but I can't totally remember off the top of my head. Yeah, because I was thinking C versus Q. So it's ACUITY. ACUITY. Unless you're a Queen Latifah fan, you don't remember. Oh, ACUITY scheduling.com. Yep. Angela got it. Thank you, Angela. You guys are awesome. I love my community. Y'all fabulous. So acuityscheduling.com. I'm telling you, it's wonderful. and it will help keep your life, your business life in particular, in order, with people being able to schedule appointments without all the back and forth. All right. Number seven, one of my favorite tools for recording my screen when I do tutorials. I actually have two favorites. But this one I like because I can do a lot more with. And it's called Screencast-O-matic. Screencast-O-matic. And Screencast-O-matic allows you to do to record your screen while you're doing a tutorial. When I'm doing longer tutorials, I use Screencast-O-matic. When I'm doing really quick, short ones, I use Loom. Loom.com. That's a bonus one, guys. I didn't plan to really talk about Loom, but if I'm doing something really quick, I just pull up Loom, open up whatever I'm doing, usually some type of quick tutorial or something. Sometimes in Canva, I do a lot of those. Like on Thursdays in the Brand with Canva. I forgot to tell you, I have a Canva community, Brand with Canva, right here on Facebook. Go in there. There's trainings in there, and every Thursday I add a new training. So there'll be a new training in there today, actually about creating I don't know if I'm gonna put the lower third in there. I'm not sure. There's going to be a training in there about something that's going to be quick and easy. And I usually try to keep that training under 10 minutes, easily consumable. So go to the Brand with Canva group. You don't have to ask any questions for that group. Just go and I'll approve you and let you in. Hello, WM Curry Jackson. Good to see you. Thank you so much for watching. Teresa says, I use Acuity and love it. Yes, it is great. Great. Every now and then I think about switching to Calendly because I actually used that before and I go, nope, not doing it. I like this one because I like to have questionnaires with things, especially if it's something new or a new appointment or something like that for a discovery call. And a lot of people attach Typeform to their stuff, but Acuity allows you to ask questions right in their place, their thingy, right in there. So Acuity. All right. And we're talking about Screencast-O-matic. Okay. So Screencast-O-matic, you can use that to record your screen. You also can use Loom, and Loom is free. That is free. And again, I use it for quick stuff. Screencast-O-matic, I think, is like $48 a year. It's worth the money. You can store, and also from Screencast-O-matic, you can upload to your computer whenever you're finished with whatever you're recording. You can upload to your computer. You can upload to YouTube. You can upload into the storage. I mean, it really is a great tool. I've been using it for a long time, a very long time, more than 5 years. All right. So Zoom. Tool number 8, Zoom for meetings. Look, let me tell you something. All this hoopla about Zoom and people are all upset. Look, if you don't post your Zoom logins publicly, nobody can hack it. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's possible. I'm just saying all the hoopla that you heard about Zoom would not be possible if you didn't share your login credentials on social media. And that's what they discovered people were doing. It's like, oh, join our Zoom, and this is the Zoom ID. And not only that, in their setup, in the host setup, they didn't have the protocols set up so that other people couldn't share. Because if you are in a Zoom and someone doesn't do the settings, you can act as the host. Everybody in the Zoom can act as the host. But if you just go into the settings, turn some things off, make it so that people can't, take control of the screen and all like that, you wouldn't have had all that hoopla that we had a little while ago with Zoom. It is a great platform. I've been using it with my clients probably for the last 3 years or more. It's a great, great tool. I do use the paid version. Just because the free version, you only get 40 minutes, all that kind of stuff. And I work with clients sometimes for an entire day virtually. So it's worth it. But Zoom really is a great tool. And my daughters and I have just started using it, which I think is hilarious. We never even thought of it before. My daughters and I started using it. So on Mother's Day, my daughters and I, for 3 hours, we sat around and talked about everything from movies to music to food to whatever else we could think of. My daughters are grown, good and grown. And it was just such a pleasure to get 3 hours of their time. On video. So it was fantastic. So you can use Zoom for a lot of different things. Okay. All right. So number 9, we're almost done, guys. Number 9, you guys are rock stars. Rock stars. WM Curry Jackson says, thank you for sharing these tips. You are welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Awesome sauce. Zoom. Yes. Zoom is a favorite. And Bernie says, I've used Zoom for a few years. Yes, me too. Me too. I absolutely love it. I'm usually an early adopter to a lot of different tools. So sometimes, by the time it becomes the thing, I've been doing the thing for quite some time. All right. So number 9. Now this one I actually slept on. And I said all that. Now I slept on this one, and I just discovered this one about a month or so ago, maybe a little bit longer. And it's called Google Keep. Google Keep. I am a note taker. My favorite way to take notes is really by writing handwritten notes. That's my first way. It allows me to interact with what I'm writing. It's just part of my makeup. But if I have a thought and I'm somewhere and I can't write it down, I pull out. I've been using Evernote for years. I mean, like years I've been using Evernote. And then I discovered Google Keep, and I absolutely love it. And I use it a lot. I use it for repetitive things that I may use repeatedly. So I can just cut and paste it instead of having to write it all the time. I put it in Google Keep, and they have a little label system. I go click on that label and I find the note, because you don't have to scroll through all the notes. Boom. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on your tablet. You can use it on your desktop or your laptop. And it's free. Google Keep. Google Keep. Let's see. Candy says, I'm big on Evernote. If you like Evernote, you're going to love Google Keep. Google Keep is a bit more simple. I even use it for my shopping list. And here's what I love about it. It makes it easier. Evernote every now and then was a little tricky when I would try to share it a certain way with other people. So my husband was going, since the pandemic, my husband's been doing the food shopping for the most part, like the big giant food shopping. He's been going. And so I can sit at home, create the shopping list in Google Keep, add him to it, and it'll show up in his email. Just like that. I love it. It's really simple. All right. Number 10, and this is our last, this is our last one. This is actually number 11, because remember, I gave you Loom as a bonus. Loom. Yes, Google Keep. It's called Google Keep. Yes. Keep as in keeping notes. The last one is the one that you're looking at right now. Right now. And it's called StreamYard. StreamYard is a live stream tool. And here's how it works. It works through your web browser. You open it up, then you have these destinations, and the destinations are the social media platforms that you want to go live on. So my platforms are my several of my groups and my page and on Facebook and my personal profile, YouTube, which I'm also broadcasting to right now while I'm broadcasting on Facebook. I call it's simulcasting pretty much. And it's old technology, new terminology. Old technology, new terminology, pretty much. So and also Twitch, and Twitch is a gamers platform, but a lot of business brands use Twitch because it allows you to embed a live video into your own real estate. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of that, but trust me, that's kind of the direction I want to go a little bit. So when I send out things that people can watch replays or things like that, even though I really want you to participate live, because that's where the fun is. I mean, look at the interaction, and the things that are happening in the comments. It's fun. You miss that when you watch the replay. That's boring. So thank you for those that are watching live. I really appreciate you. Of course, I appreciate you replay watchers, but try to come and hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. You're going to love it. All right. So StreamYard, excuse me, StreamYard. StreamYard has a free version. It has a 2-level pay version. And now, if you're creating what I call a brandable asset, and my lives are brandable assets. If you're creating, excuse me, if you're creating a brandable asset, then I would highly recommend that you go with the paid version. I would recommend that. If you want to just play around with it and test it out, hang out with the free version for a while. I did. I hung out with the free version for like over a year, probably longer, until I understood how it was going to fit in my scheme of the vision that I had for building my brand. And then when I figured out, well, I'm going to use live video as building my brand online, then we're going to rock it out. That's what we're going to do. We're going to use StreamYard, and I'm going to create this brandable asset. So I'm going to create my overlays that has all my stuff on it. And then I can do really fun stuff like this. Okay. So we can have fun with it. So that is StreamYard. It is really, really worth it. Of course, again, if you are building a brandable asset. All right. Those are my top 10 +1 brand success tools. I hope that was helpful for you. I loved hanging out with you today. You are fabulous rock stars, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So let's see. We have any more comments hanging out over here? Felicia says, awesome information. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see. Would this be a good tool to use with direct sales? So I'm guessing you're asking about going live. So my hesitancy to answer that question is because I know that direct sales companies have a lot of rules. And I don't know if, let me just answer this piece. Yes, you definitely can use it for direct sales. But the reason why you would want to use StreamYard is so you could go in multiple places at one time. And I don't know if your direct sales company has any rules around that, because that's the beauty of using StreamYard, is being able to stream in different places at one time. You could stream, I could stream, like right now, again, I'm streaming to YouTube. I'm streaming to my Facebook business page. I can stream to up to 5 places at one time. And again, what I don't know is if your direct sales company has any rules around that part. Because if you're not multi-streaming, if you will, or Yeah, and see, I don't know what the rules would be in terms of having overlays with their, you know, stuff on it, with their logos and things on it. I really don't know. So the quick answer would be, yeah, sure, you can use it with direct sales, but then it's something that you would probably have to go to your compliance over and find out, is there anything that says I can't do this? Okay. So that's how I would answer that. Probably not like the most fabulous answer, but I'd rather you to be safe than get in trouble. You said, I like the ability to place overlays and contact info. Yes, that's the beauty of it. Definitely the beauty of it. So I would ask or find out if there's an issue with you using a third party app. In my mind, I don't see it as an issue, but I'm not compliance for a direct sales company. They have a whole nother thing happening. All right. Let's see. Javon says, great information. Awesome. And here's the thing, guys. Let's see. Crystal says, I came late, so I'll replay in the first 8. Yeah, awesome. Watch the replay. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Also, don't forget to join the Build Your Iconic Personal Brand community, because that's where all the links are going to go to all of these different places. Let's see. Verna says, hey, my sister friend, you are going to love it. Okay, awesome. I know you're talking to somebody, and I love it. What else? Yes, do the research on that. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Let's see. In my dual sales company, is that dual sales or direct sales company? I can and will use StreamYard. Awesome. Great. Great, great, great. It's a great tool. It really is a great tool. Again, something. Yeah, she was talking to you. Okay, Crystal. Okay, that's awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you, Crystal, for joining and watching. I appreciate you. I love Verna, and she is one of our regulars. Dual sales company. Got it. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for watching Becoming Iconic, the Daily Show. This is a show where we help multi-passionate women shine their brightest light, share their message, and serve more people by going from generic to iconic. Don't forget to join the Build Your Iconic Personal Brand community here on Facebook. Be sure to answer those 3 little questions so that I can make sure that you're in the right place for the right time with the right thing or whatever, and come and join us in that community. I look forward to seeing you next time. I hope this is helpful. I go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Meet us here. Watch live. Hang out with us. Watching replays are so boring because you're by yourself. Come and join us here every day. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, guys.